The people of ancient Northeast Africa and the Levant, the real Jews and Israelites in the Bible, were heavily melanated people. The original chosen people were black and brown. Now look, I'm not saying this because one group is better than anyone. Bro, no one is better than anyone or above anyone during this human experience. No one. No group, no race, no ethnicity, no region, no country is superior or inferior. But I do want to break down the brutal biblical and historical truth of who these people actually were. If we look at actual geography and genuine historical context instead of the sanitized, whitewashed imagery that the modern world forced down our throats, the entire ancient Levant and Northeast Africa were heavily populated by melanated people. The original Israelites did not exist in some European vacuum. They emerged from an Afro-Asiatic geographical reality. When the scriptures speak of the land of Canaan, of Egypt, and of Kush, which is modern-day Ethiopia and Sudan, they are talking about lands where people had deep, rich brown and melanated skin. The Bible itself does not hide this. In the book of Amos, God straight up asks, "Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel?" The text itself constantly draws these direct physical, geographical, and spiritual parallels because they looked alike and shared the same root. Look at Numbers chapter 12. Moses explicitly married a Cushite woman, a black woman from Ethiopia. Look at the lineage of the Queen of Sheba and King Solomon. Their union birthed the Solomonic dynasty in Ethiopia, which protected and safeguarded the Ark of the Covenant in Aksum for centuries. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church holds some of the oldest, most uninterrupted biblical canons on the face of the earth, preserving sacred texts like the Book of Enoch that the Western world tried to delete, censor, and bury from the public. But the history goes even wider. It wasn't just Ethiopia. The entire ancient biblical landscape was filled with diverse, highly melanated ethnicities across the region, from the Nile Valley to the ancient Levant. The modern world has committed a massive historical and psychological injustice by stripping these ancient people of their true identity, erasing their melanin, and rewriting them to look like the people who conquered them. The real trauma here is how the global system has systematically hidden this truth to keep people of African and melanated descent feeling disconnected from their divine heritage. For centuries, colonial powers used a distorted, rewritten version of the scriptures to justify slavery, psychological subjugation, and systemic inequality. They forced a white savior complex onto generations of people, causing deep, generational spiritual hurt. I think the hypocrisy is absolutely disgusting. The world will gladly marvel at the ancient history, the massive architectural wonders, and the spiritual depth of these lands, but they completely deny the true identity of the descendants who built them. They want the culture, they want the holy sites, but they want to erase the skin color of the people who actually lived it. And you want to know how deep this erasure really goes? Look at what they did to the physical monuments across Northeast Africa. For centuries, invading forces and early colonial archaeologists could not handle the reality staring them back in the face, so they literally defaced the history. They intentionally chipped the broad, distinct African noses and lips off statues, including the Great Sphinx of Giza, to try and strip away the undeniable black and brown features of the people who built them.